when the Biden administration came in January of 2021, they moved into a massive indictment climate. Now, this was admittedly right after January 6th, but what I mean is they had not dozens, not hundreds, thousands of people working on cracking down on the January 6th, not just the people who went in the Capitol. They had information on everybody who even was in D.C. They were following people around in planes, deploying marshals to follow people just because they were in D.C. on those 2 days, even if they never went into or even near the Capitol. So this is called casting a wide net. And pretty soon, from the large number of indictments filed in January 6th, the Biden administration decided we're very upset about the Dobbs decision. This is the decision overturning Roe versus Wade. Now we unleash on the pro-lifers. Our friend Bevelyn Beatty Williams, other pro-lifers. We're talking about elderly women. We're talking about nuns. We're talking about people who basically all they're doing is standing outside these abortion clinics. They're often praying aloud and so on. In some cases, yeah, they're trying to sort of stop these women from going in and having an abortion, really for their own good. Don't kill your baby. So this is free expression. This is basically moral urgency. And even if you think that this is disruptive, the truth of it is, what do you think in fairness someone should get for doing that? Well, answer, they should get a warning. They should get maybe overnight in jail. They should get a fine. Can you imagine sentencing people to 2 years, 3 years, 5 years in prison? These are ripping them away from their families for this. And yet the Biden administration did all this. And they did it, I have to say, with a measure of glee. And they did it by recruiting not only a prosecutorial team, but relying on compliant jurors, often roping in sympathetic judges. They filed these cases in hospitable jurisdictions like Washington, D.C., or the Southern or Eastern District of New York. They were on a roll. And from a certain sense, you have to give credit. I give blame, but whether you give credit or blame is a matter of a point of view, to Merrick Garland. This guy was like a general who is leading his troops into a major battle. Now, I want to contrast all this with sleepy, do nothing, do the minimum, do just enough so that Trump doesn't get really mad, Pam Bondi. Pam Bondi, I realize, was not the first choice, but she has been devoted to Trump. And this probably was her main credential for getting the DOJ job. But let's now go down Pam Bondi's list of indictments. And yeah, there have been a few, but only a few. So John Bolton, yes. Comey, yes. And Letitia James, yes. And, well, that's pretty much it. Right off the top of our head, we can rattle off a long list of names. Adam Schiff, Liz Cheney, all the members of the January 6th committee, all the people, all the intelligence officers who were involved in the fake Hunter Biden cover-up, Brennan and Clapper and Hillary, and all the people on the Hillary political team who were involved in cooking up the Russia collusion hoax, and all the White House staffers that were knowledgeable about and participated in the hoax, including, by the way, Obama, who was, in a sense, the director of the hoax. He's the one who gave the hoax a sort of meaningful expression by mobilizing the arms of the U.S. government. And what about Antifa? We hear Antifa has been designated a terrorist organization. How many Antifa people have been rounded up? How many RICO cases have been filed? How many donors to Antifa have been indicted? I think you see where I'm going with all this. And unfortunately, as I lay it out, I begin to realize that I'm getting a little bit depressed here because we have seen so little action. And if you look at the Republican side and the MAGA side, this is at the top of our agenda. Because how are we going to make this stop if we don't hold these people accountable in the same manner? Let's go after them in the same manner that they went after us. I'm not even calling for escalation. I'm not even saying, oh, well, they bombed Pearl Harbor, we've got to sort of drop 2 nuclear bombs on them. I'm basically saying that we should do to them, by and large, with the DOJ, exactly what they did to us. And our performance is measured by looking at what they did. And by that, I have to say that the Pam Bondi report card is, if not an F, then like a D-. It's very, very bad. I'm sure that Trump is busy, and so he's got a full plate. But if he thinks about this and he really, really contemplates what they did, not only to others, but to him, and then he realizes how little is being done on the other side, I think he would be fuming. So maybe Pam Bondi is not someone who's highly motivated. Maybe she is I don't know if it's an issue of competence, but maybe if only out of loyalty to Trump, she needs to move on all this. We keep hearing about investigations, but here we are coming toward the end of the first year of the administration. And in general, you know as well as I do, that's when you have the most momentum. And yet we have had, I would say, so far, insufficient results.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.